Let tonight's story gently soothe you as you drift into sleep. Susan's friendship with the kind-hearted giant. This story is about Susan's journey of friendship with a giant, teaching her resilience through shared experiences and lessons from nature. In a quaint little village nestled between lush green hills and sprawling golden fields, lived the young girl named Susan. Susan, with her bright eyes and cheerful smile, was known for exploring the hidden corners of her world, searching for adventures that lay beneath the ordinary. One day, as she wandered deeper into the forest, at the edge of her village, she came upon a clearing bathed in sunlight, where an enormous figure sat quietly. This was the kind-hearted giant, known in legends but seldom seen by the villagers. His eyes were thoughtful, and his presence was peaceful, giving off a warmth that was as comforting as the golden light surrounding him. And Susan hesitated at first, her curiosity won over her apprehension, and she approached the giant with a wave. To her surprise, the giant greeted her with a gentle smile. His voice was low and soothing like the sound of distant thunder before summer storm. Susan discovered that the giant had been living in the forest for years, cultivating a garden of vibrant flowers and towering trees, cherishing the solitude and the whispers of the world round him. As days turned to weeks, Susan returned often to visit the giant. They shared stories, laughed at the silly antics of forest creatures, and watched the sunsets paint the sky with hues of crimson and violet. Through their friendship, Susan learned about resilience. The giant told stories of ancient times, of storms that toppled trees and winds that reshaped landscapes. He spoke of how the forest always found a way to grow back, often stronger than before. Susan absorbed these lessons like the sun warms the earth, finding strength and resolve within herself to face the challenges of her own life. One day, a harsh storm hit the village, causing fear and despair among its inhabitants. Trees bent under the force of the wind, and rain fell relentlessly. Susan remembered the giant's stories and her heart stayed strong. She gathered the villagers, shared tales of resilience she had learned, inspiring them to shield their homes and save the plants from uprooting. The villagers worked together, driven by Susan's unyielding spirit, buoyed by her hope and strength. When the storm finally passed, it left behind a village embraced by rainbows and radiant by unity. Susan returned to the forest that night, looking for her friend. She found the giant once again in the clearing, tending to his garden, a symbol of perseverance in its full bloom. He looked at Susan, his eyes reflecting pride and respect. She realized that it was not only the giant who taught her resilience, but also her inner strength, revealed through their friendship and her determination. In the heart of the forest, beneath the stars, a lasting bond was forged, a reminder that true strength lies in kindness, friendship, and the courage to meet challenges with unwavering hearts. Now, we continue with another gentle story. Azalea and Zinnia's journey to safety. His story is about Azalea, who learns that true safety lies within herself, with the help of a cosmic traveler named Zinnia. In a small, quiet town, surrounded by lush green forests, lived a young girl named Azalea. She had sky blue eyes and curly chestnut hair, always tied with vibrant ribbons. One starry night, while sitting under the ancient oak tree in her backyard, Azalea noticed lights flickering in the sky unlike any stars she had seen before. Curious and drawn by an inexplicable feeling of wonder, she found herself wishing for something extraordinary to happen. Suddenly, a subtle rustling sound came from the bushes nearby. Out emerged a figure that glowed faintly like moonlit silver. Zinnia, a cosmic traveler. Zinnia had the form of a small, luminescent creature with wings that shimmered like polished emeralds and a gentle, inviting smile. I am here to show you a place where safety is cherished, and where you can always feel at peace, Zinnia communicated, not with words, but with a serene presence that filled Azalea's heart with warmth. Azalea felt no fear, only an overwhelming sense of protection emanating from this celestial being. Each step they took together was accompanied by the soothing whispers of nature, and the calm, melodious hums that they emitted as they ventured further beyond the boundaries of familiar paths. The journey led them through meadows cloaked in a morning mist, and valleys dotted with wildflowers that danced in the twilight breeze. As they walked, Zinnia explained, in this world, safety is not just a physical place, but a feeling found in understanding, kindness, and hope. Azalea listened, captivated by a harmony she had never known before, and realized how often she overlooked the simple moments of kindness that built her sense of safety in her everyday life. Soon they arrived at a clearing, where the moon cast a silver blanket over the landscape, revealing a hidden village that seemed to float amidst the clouds. Each home radiated a gentle glow, like lanterns embracing the night. People in the village were of all kinds, sharing stories, laughter, and a deep connection that transcended words. Here Azalea felt boundless comfort, and she knew this was a place where her heart could truly belong. As the first light of dawn began to paint the sky with hues of pink and gold, Azalea turned to Zinnia. "Thank you for showing me the way," she said sincerely, touched by the profound awareness she had gained. Zinnia nodded, her wings fluttering softly. "The safety you seek is always within you, Azalea. This journey, this feeling, is the path you can find wherever you are," she assured. With a gentle wave, Zinnia began to fade into the morning light, leaving Azalea with newfound courage and the reassuring knowledge that she could always return to this place of safety within herself. Azalea watched as Zinnia vanished, feeling a sense of gratitude fill her heart as she made her way back home, basking in the comfort of belonging and the promise of a world filled with understanding and love. Let's journey gently to the next story. Angelonia and Lily's heartwarming tale of sharing. This story is about Angelonia and Lily sharing seeds and planting a garden as a symbol of their friendship. Under a velvet sky sprinkled with twinkling stars, Angelonia settled herself upon a stone bench in her garden, feeling the cool evening breeze dance across her skin. She sighed contentedly, listening to the distant hum of nocturnal creatures. Her heart felt light tonight, for she knew Lily, the gentle dragon, who visited her garden, occasionally, would soon be arriving. A low rumble echoed through the air as Lily descended from the heavens, her wings spreading wide like a soft blanket. Angelonia smiled, in anticipation, knowing her friend brought stories of distant lands and treasures. Lily, with scales as mesmerizing as emeralds, approached with grace, her eyes glimmering like sapphires under the moonlight. "Did you bring stories tonight?" asked Angelonia eagerly, her dark eyes alight with curiosity. Lily nodded, a soft chuckle escaping her lips. "I did, but what I bring is not just stories, Angelonia. Tonight, I bring a gift." Angelonia's heart fluttered with excitement, and she leaned closer, pressing her cold hands together. "What is it?" A burst of fragrant air escaped Lily's maw, revealing a small chest encrusted with gemstones of various colors. "Treasure," Angelonia marveled, her voice tinged with wonder. "Yes, in a way," Lily replied, watching the fireflies dance around them. "But the true treasure isn't in its shine or sparkle. It is something meant to be shared." Angelonia opened the chest, revealing a collection of seeds of flowers not seen in her garden before. "Lily, they are beautiful," she gasped, feeling the smooth texture in her palm. "I thought we could plant these together. A garden that blooms with the essence of our friendship," Lily suggested, her voice soft and warm. As Angelonia and Lily planted the seeds, the evening's calmness enveloped them, like a gentle lullaby. They walked quietly but joyfully, each seed a promise of the beauty they would foster together. Angelonia realized that sharing meant giving a piece of one's heart, and in doing so, both hearts become richer. The garden felt alive with their laughter and whispering secrets. "Thank you for sharing this with me," Angelonia said, her voice filled with gratitude. Lily smiled, her scales shimmering in the moonlight. "The greatest treasures are shared ones." Under the serene glow of stars, Angelonia and Lily sat admiring the patches of earth they had planted. "I can't wait to see them bloom," said Angelonia, feeling overwhelmed with joy. "Me neither," replied Lily, her voice a melodic rhythm that seemed to harmonize with the night. Together, they watched as the world settled into sleep, wrapped in the promise of new beginnings. Let's drift softly into another chapter. Bellflower and Tea Help's Path to Happiness. This story is about Bellflower and her crow friend Pea as they discover true happiness through simple joys and sharing kindness within their village. In a small village, tucked away between rolling hills and lush meadows, there lived a kind-hearted young woman named Bellflower. She was known for her laughter that sounded like a melody and her smile that could brighten even the cloudiest of days. Bellflower had a unique friend, a crow named Pea, who had feathers as dark as the night sky with eyes that sparkled like stars. Pea and Bellflower shared a bond that was deeper than the roots of the ancient trees surrounding their village. One serene morning, Bellflower woke up with a question in her heart. What is true happiness? She wondered. She decided to ask Pea, knowing his wisdom often surpassed that of any human she knew. They sat together under their favorite oak tree, where the sun filtered through the leaves, casting playful shadows on the ground. Pea cocked his head with a thoughtful gleam in his eye. "Happiness," he caught, "is not found in riches or grand adventures, but in moments of simple joy." Bellflower listened intently, reflecting on his words. Later that day, Bellflower and Pea embarked on a journey through their village, seeking these moments of joy. They encountered a group of children playing by the river, their laughter echoing through the air like a chorus of angels. Bellflower felt her heart lift and realized how contagious happiness could be. Next, they visited the elderly woman who lived near the edge of the village. She was baking bread and offered them some fresh from the oven. The warmth of the bread in her hands made Bellflower's heart swell with gratitude. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with hues of pink and orange, Bellflower and Pea returned to the oak tree. Bellflower felt a sense of contentment like never before. "You're right," she said softly. "Happiness is woven into the fabric of life, in the laughter of children and the kindness of others." Pea fluffed his feathers proudly, pleased that his dear friend understood. From that day on, Bellflower and Pea made it their mission to spread happiness throughout their village. They organized small gatherings under the oak tree where people could laugh, sing, and share stories. Bellflower also started a small garden with help from Pea, offering colorful flowers to anyone passing by. This simple act brought brightness and joy to many, teaching everyone that happiness grows from seeds of kindness and love. In time, the village became a vibrant tapestry of laughter and joy, much like Bellflower's heart, and Pea was always nearby, a guardian of the cherished happiness they had cultivated together. Bellflower knew she didn't need to search for happiness anymore because it blossomed around her every day, nurtured by the love she shared with Pea. Until next time, may tonight's tea stay with you.